When the fairy first met the boy, her finger was burned by the ring on his hand. The boy quickly took off the ring and threw it away. It was his only possession, but he was willing to give up everything for the fairy. The boy's decisiveness moved the fairy. From then on they played in the forest every day. The fairy even allowed him to touch her wings. As time went by they gradually fell in love. On the fairy's birthday the boy kissed her. However, as the fairy's power grew stronger and stronger, the boy said he would leave for a while. The fairy waited for 10 years, but never saw the man return. Instead, she was met by the king's army. In a bid to seize resources, the king led his troops, intent on attacking the forest. The fairy planned to fight alone, yet all the monsters in the forest came to her aid. Humans stand no chance of fighting back, and can only flee in panic. The fairy warned the old king not to attempt to harm anyone. However, once the old king returned to his castle, he issued an order. Whoever could kill the fairy would become the new king. Late at night the boy returned to the forest, using sweet words to deceive the fairy again. The fairy actually believed him, drank the poison wine he prepared, and soon fell into a deep sleep. The boy took out a dagger, cruelly cut off her wings. The next day, the fairy woke up in pain, and saw her empty back. Betrayed by her lover she felt desperate. The fairy stayed alone in a cave for a long time, until one day she saw a farmer catching a crow. She cast a spell and turned the crow into human form. The farmer was frightened and ran away. To repay the fairy, the crow was willing to become her spy. When he flew to the palace, he saw the man present the wings to the king, successfully becoming king, and even marrying the princess. When the fairy learned of all this, she was furious. She returned to the forest. Because she had become evil, the forest was no longer beautiful. She kept waiting for a chance to take revenge, until the crow brought news. The man's daughter was born. He held a grand celebration for her. Everything was as beautiful as a fairy tale. Suddenly all the lights in the castle went out. Fear appeared on everyone's faces. A dark figure slowly walked in. She had come for revenge, and she planned to cast the most evil curse on the little princess in the cradle. The man knelt on the ground, begging not to hurt the child. If you were the fairy, would you forgive this man? Please comment.